One of the first things I talk to the business owner about, or the senior leader in the organization, where their passion is and what they're focused on, and then what they're avoiding. And that's often the deficit of the business, right? To the detriment of all other components of the business. And I think the cool thing is that once you identify that and know what's wrong, then you flip it to a who problem, right? Rather than saying, what do I need to do? Now I know what I need to do and what I'm avoiding, and who's the best person to do this? And ironically, in our industry, I think it's unique that some of the problems that people are trying to solve, storytelling through social media, they've got 5 people in the business that are untapped, that are really good at that. They're great storytellers. They're natural with a camera and all of that, and you can source it internally. It's not always the case, of course, but it's there. But I think the first thing is just admitting, here's what I hate and here's how I frame it, and push it into the corner, and it's that to-do tomorrow list. Once we flesh that out, we're further ahead.
Yeah, I think certainly from my personal experience, there is this habit that a lot of humans, I think, have, certainly I do, of the biggest job being pushed to the back. And you end up creating almost friction along the trajectory to get to that job. Like, I sometimes find that on a day where I know I've got a big task to complete, I'll just continuously place smaller tasks in front of it and push it to the back of the flow. And I find myself doing like fairly insignificant jobs that really don't amount to much, just in order to stop myself from getting to this big, perhaps slightly overwhelming job that needs to be taken care of. There's a great book, isn't there? You must have read it, Eat That Frog.
Yeah, Brian Tracy.
Yeah, Brian Tracy, which is all about doing the most important thing first thing in the morning. That's why it's called Eat the Frog. You got to get on and eat the frog.
Now you've gone and spoiled 300 pages into one sentence, but that's what the whole book's about.
It's actually a really short book, though.
Yeah,
right? You can read it in a day.
That's right.
And it's fantastic. It's one of these ones that sold like 10 million copies or something
yeah,
crazy.
because it is so simple. And if it's not your frog to eat, again, it's finding out whose frog it is to eat and getting it done.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, is looking at the organization like a long pipe, and wherever it's pinched, it doesn't matter how good we are at other things. You can only get so much flow through that pipe if you don't unclog it or reset it. I think that's a great book to look to.